And it continues. The anybody but Shedeur Sanders wave continues for Cleveland Browns media members. It's nasty work. We have watched these guys go from Kyler Murray to Kirk Cousins to Malik Willis to, let's go and draft Ty Simpson. Everybody but Shedeur Sanders is who they want to get a real opportunity for this starting quarterback position. And now it seems as though they have pivoted to Anthony Richardson, the former top 5 pick from the Indianapolis Colts, who's a flat out bust, who I thought before the draft had no business being drafted in the first round. His job has been taken by Daniel Jones. They are recommitting to Daniel Jones, which means Anthony Richardson could be on the move. And now Cleveland insiders are interested in Anthony Richardson joining the team. It's disgusting, y'all. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. We got to get right into things, man. Anthony Richardson has flamed out in Indiana. This is a guy who checked himself out of a game saying, I'm tired, okay? And now these dudes are sitting here acting like y'all want him in Cleveland just because you don't want to see Shedeur Sanders. Nasty work. Let's get into it. King Carmen, Anthony Lima, let's check it out.
Here we go. This is a fantastic transition. Because if you say yes to this, I think I'm going to walk out of here and you'll host the rest of the show by yourself. Because I have realized something here. I rarely listen to myself. Rarely. People think, you love your... No, I don't. I rarely go back and listen to myself, and I've heard myself in clips, and I have sounded more exasperated with you over the last couple of weeks than I have in quite a while. And I accuse you now of desperation.
Because Anthony Lima is really a part of the anybody but Shedeur's mafia with Jason Lloyd, with Mary Kay Cabot, with a slew of others.
So because you've brought up just about every other guy, and I'm going, I am in no hurry. I want to win. I'm in no hurry to win because it's not my job to fix a mess that Andrew Berry created. I'm ready for the right way. I'm ready to be patient to do it the right way because I'm tired of trying to hurry and making the situation even worse. So if you say yes to this name because another name got brought out because it's the Browns, which, by the way, shows you no matter what I want to say about Shedeur Sanders, it shows you what the rest of the NFL feels about the guy. And I'm talking about not just teams, whatever. I'm talking writers, too. Anthony Richardson was bandied about yesterday. Bleacher Report, ESPN, the whole deal. If you say yes to Anthony Richardson, I give up. I may give up and you may just do the rest of the hour alone or by yourself. You may do the rest of the show by yourself. Because Kyler Murray, I'm sure you could make some sort of an argument to go, Ken, come on. Even the same thing maybe with Tua. No, I'm not wasting my time with Anthony Richardson. If you say yes, I'm going to be crestfallen.
Well, so let's go through the case. The case is he was the 4th overall pick. What?
Come on, man. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this, man. Like, this is what we talking about. You expose yourself. Nasty work.
2 years ago.
Great.
And when you look at his body, when you look at his athleticism, when you look at his arm, all the things I say about Malik Willis, right? This guy, even more so than Malik Willis, because he was taken 4th overall. I mean, we are talking about a guy taken, that high in the draft.
Yeah. What does it matter? He wasn't good. It just because he wasn't good, and they overdrafted him. He wasn't good, which is why they're getting rid of him.
And so you can see why people would be salivating over, we'll fix him, right? Like you could see that guy, and when he is, the highlight reel. Like we had our new producer, John, came in and said, you've seen the highlight, right? We all are talking about the same highlight. Him throwing that cannonball 70 yards. And I'm like, yeah, I saw it. I'm like, it just goes to show every quarterback has a highlight. Every quarterback has an insane throw that you want to put on tape. Even Gardner Minshew has an insane highlight reel. They all do now. They all can make all the throws. It's amazing. Maybe except Dylan Gabriel. I have not seen him make all the throws.
He's afraid to.
So Anthony Richardson, despite everything I just said, I'm not as into him as I am Malik Willis. I am not.
You're saying no?
I am. But,
thank God.
But what's funny is...
Thank God.
What's funny is I could see people being more excited about Anthony Richardson than all the names that we've been mentioning. Because of that. Just because...
It's not a punt, passing kick, guys. When have you ever seen him play really well for an entire game? Even Shedeur. We have sat here and had near fistfights about Shedeur. Even all the people who hate Shedeur, you've seen him play well in an NFL game. You have seen him play well in an NFL game. I've never really seen it with Anthony Richardson.
Even though he went 6-5
and people
as
go,
a starter.
okay.
So the Shedeur people that talk about his wins
and
over
I brought
Pittsburgh
up 3 and 4.
And where Shedeur did not play well in those last 2 games of the year.
Anthony Lima always have to find some sort of argument against Shedeur Sanders. He can't help himself. I think his skin would crawl if he didn't do that. He can't help himself. He is a huge part of the anybody but Shedeur Mafia, and it's just nasty. The fact that it just shows how desperate Cleveland is. When you're talking about a guy like Anthony Richardson who was overdrafted, and when you're drafted that high, you get chance after chance after chance. This dude was awful. He can't throw the ball. He can't throw it accurately. Like, we've never seen him play the quarterback position well. Is he a good athlete? Yes. Does he have a strong body? Yes. But he's always hurt, by the way. He's always hurt. He doesn't know when he's hot. He doesn't know where to go when the blitzes come. He doesn't know how to actually play the position. The fact that you're even pretending like, oh, man, he has all these. Man, get out of here, bro. Don't nobody want no Anthony Richardson, bro. Anthony Richardson can't play quarterback position. It is what it is.
Year.
Well,
but I submit to you 6-5.
I mean, at some point, I think we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and go, boy, we really need to get some help here, because we're sitting here arguing over breadcrumbs and bread heels in the bottom of a dumpster for some of these other quarterbacks here. I don't care how big Anthony Richardson is. I don't care how strong his arm is.
But that's why
Jim Druckenmiller had a strong arm.
That's why he was drafted 4th overall.
And the people who drafted him were silly to draft him at that level. They were absolutely silly and desperate their own way to draft him number 4 overall.
Yeah.
That's it is nonsensical. I brought up no when I saw his name brought up, which I knew his name was going to get brought up. It's just, again, it's a wheel, and we figure out which spot the wheel stops on, and we pick that quarterback, and we'll talk about that quarterback. I'm willing to have a conversation about a guy who has been a dynamic player in his past. Regrettably, even if I don't really care for him, and that's Kyler Murray, right? Fine, we'll have a knockdown drag out over Kyler Murray. And even C.J. Stroud, who's played. This guy's never played at a high level in the NFL. I don't give a damn where he was drafted. That was just somebody else's mistake. Tim Tebow was drafted in the top 20. That was somebody else's mistake. I don't need to waste any more time.
So the question is, and I said I would be open-minded about all quarterbacks. The question is, when we yesterday spent all this time talking about each vertical, I don't know what that helps you in the NFL, but he's got all those attributes.
We talking about his vertical, how much he can bench press. We talk about everything but can he read coverage? Does he know when he's hot? Does he know where the blitz is coming from? Does he know where to go with he don't know, bro. Why are we talking about his vertical leap? It just makes no sense, but this shows how nasty and desperate Cleveland media gets. Just keep the vision. Get down in those comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.